Hi there, I'm Dredge, and welcome to the Deep. Today we're playing, for the first time, blind, Firewatch. I've never played this game. I have played Outer Wilds, so sadly I can't give you a blind playthrough of Outer Wilds, but I can give you a blind playthrough of Firewatch. So, thank you for joining me today. As always, if you enjoy this kind of content, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I will start our first game. I've heard a lot of hype about this one. Campo Santo presents, in cooperation with Panic Incorporated, Boulder, Colorado, 1975. I've been to Boulder. Beautiful spot. You see Julia. She's about your age, late 20s, laughing with well-dressed professors and grad students from nearby CU Boulder. You, Henry, are out drinking with your pals. You approach her. You are drunk. You're pretty, or so. What's your, major? Usually. Best not to just... What's the word? Appraise people? Conversations are always better than just saying pretty things about people. Compliments are nice, but when you want to forge a relationship and get to know someone, talk. It's really not that hard. You slur the words major, and it smells like Coors. You give an awkward smile. Evolutionary biology, she says, and I'm a professor. Cool, you reply. What's yours? She asks. She sniffs the air. Toxicology? Was that a burn, you ask? She says, definitely. Worried she hurt your feelings, she asks if you want to split a cheeseburger. 1 week later, you are Julia's boyfriend. Any of this? What about this? In the dumpster? No? Is my car? Is. Probably got to get in the car to use the parking garage gate. You date for over a year. She drives you absolutely nuts. It's great. Sorry about my dog barking in the background. You move in. You share an apartment near the school with a view of the mountains. You two drink beers out on the deck. You drink beer just about anywhere. Life is good. Julia wants to get a dog. Yeah, they're kind of loud. There's a scruffy, undersized beagle. Julia's in love. She wants to bring it with her to class. There's also an intimidating but gentle-eyed German Shepherd. Nothing bad could happen to Julia while walking this dog. It's badass. You pick up the beagle and she names him Bucket. You adopt the shepherd and name him Mayhem. Well, she's the one that wanted to get the dog, and it's usually best to give people what they want, as long as it doesn't hurt you. Bucket's a good dog, and a week later, you've totally forgotten about the other one. Julia loves him. You love him too. 1979. You talk out on the deck. It's summer. 9:30 p.m. and the heat still radiates off the high desert. What do you think about kids? She asks. Kids. They're not very smart or good at much. I'm saying if you and I have a couple little idiots, that would be pretty good, or one day why rush? My wife and I just had our first baby, little girl. Her name is Olivia. She's beautiful. I love her very much. If you can, if you would like to, if you think you would be a good parent, and if you're willing to devote yourself to providing your child a good life, I think it is all right to have kids. That would be pretty good. In that case, we should probably get married. Yeah, I would like that, you say. These kids are going to be screwed up enough. It's probably for the best that their parents are hitched. You say she's absolutely right. I got meaty hands. Do I have feet? I have feet. Oh. Hi.
We
Hello,
started
darling.
talking.
Yeah. What were we talking about?
We had Martha and
Oh, lovely. Y'all got to meet the baby? Yeah.
she's still pregnant.
Yeah, other Emily is still very pregnant. What does she know? Completely 40 weeks? 41?
Everyone
Oof.
goes on Tuesday to talk about baby news.
Well, best of luck to her.
But they can try to induce you and it not work and you might need a C-section.
Well, they just slice you open, pull the baby out like a ripe piece of cake. Thoroughfare Trailhead. Two Forks region overview. Alright, where am I? Supply drop. Here, Two Forks. I'm at the Thoroughfare Way. Where is this would be? The Trailhead? So I guess I'm over here. So I'm gonna cross here, go left. There's a lookout. Whatever this is. Ah, there we go. Two Forks Lookout. Adjacent regions. Red Tops, Thoroughfare Lookout, Spruce Lookout, Crescent Mountain, Moss Peak, Ram's Horn Peak, Chimney Rock Lookout, and Irish Rock. Okay, well, I guess we're starting right here. So the Two Forks is to the right. Cache 306, Cache 307, Cache 308, Cottonwood Creek, Ruby River. There's campsites. So there's one campsite if we go left and left, useful to know. And there's some water there. If we go down here, we can get some caches, whatever that means. 309, another trail near 5 Mile Creek, Jonesy Lake, Thunder Canyon, Middle Point, Wapiti Meadow, Thoroughfare Basin, Cache 241, a supply drop, Beartooth Point. Alright. Do not forget to check in. No fireworks. You're in their country. Learn to live with bears. Oh boy, there's bears. Thoroughfare Trail is not recommended for inexperienced hikers. Thoroughfare is a primitive backcountry trail. Can't really make that out. The trail may be vague, using something. And disappear. It has many confusing side trails? Losing the trail may be more difficult than expected. It is common for novice hikers to find themselves stranded all night without water. Make a plan, be prepared. In case of emergency, call Park County, and then there's a number. Cool. Alright. Huh. I guess we're walking the trail. Cutscene. 1980. It's a Thursday night, and Julia is 4 hours late. She doesn't call. You're worried and getting angrier by the minute. She walks in after you've gone to bed. She's not quite drunk, but she's clearly been having a fun time. You fight when she gets between the sheets. You get mad or you ignore her. Don't go to bed mad. You can talk more in the morning. You don't touch each other all night. The next day, you feel guilty for being angry and ask her about her evening. She says it was great. You hold on to a tiny pill of resentment. You make some coffee and go to work. 1981. Julia still likes to draw. She draws plants from her research. She draws all the places you go. She draws you. You pose and flex like He-Man. You frolic like a Victoria's Secret model. Frolic. Very nice. Oh, it's lovely. The stars in the sky. These ones aren't exploding. Alright, where was I? Here? So I'm guessing that she gets eaten by bears. Two Forks Fire Lookout. (1982). During the summers, you and Julia enjoy walking Bucket at night. There is a festival in town. It brings in folks from faraway places. One of them tries to mug you with a knife. Bucket gets kicked. Fuck! Dog! Julia yells. She gets flustered and has trouble speaking when she is stressed. You confront the attacker, scare him away. You beat his goddamn face in. No one kicks your dog. Your arm gets cut up, but you beat the guy to a pulp. You don't feel very tough. You cry your eyes out before the cops show up. Julia asks to take a different path from that day forward. You say okay. You don't want to go that way either. From then on, you walk by the river. 1984. Plans to have kids get waylaid by work. Julia gets offered a job at Yale. Yale is in Connecticut. It's a great job. Associate, apartment share. She wants to move. You absolutely do not. Agree if she commutes, convince her not to take it. You don't want to move, but you shouldn't try to gaslight someone, and you should let people follow their dreams. Agree if she commutes back and forth. You ask her if she'll commute back and forth. You don't want to move to Connecticut. She says that will be hard, but she'll do it for you if you won't move. You tell her not to pass it up if it's what she wants. She agrees. She flies back to Boulder 3 times each semester. 1985. Julia is sent home from Yale on paid leave after having an episode. She lost it on a colleague for borrowing books that were important to her research. She didn't remember she had happily loaned them to him just 2 days prior. She was found crying in the stairwell. You say that maybe you guys should talk to someone about it. You make macaroni and drink wine and try to forget about it. If she's having anger and memory issues, it's best to talk to someone now. Early onset Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and dementia can all be stopped early if you catch them, or at least mitigated. Your brain is a valuable resource, and you really shouldn't treat it poorly. If something's wrong, get help. After seeing multiple doctors and having many tests, they are worried that Julia might be suffering from early onset dementia. She is 41. You both decide to keep it a secret for now. That's something I feared. So, when you have people that you love with dementia, it can be hard to feel that that love is reciprocated. The person you loved still loves you. They just might not remember. There are many things you can do to hold on to that love and to help them live a better life. The path you go in life is a wild one, but you can do it kindly and with patience. You both decide to keep it a secret for now. Journal. March 5th, 1985. That's great. Bucket is getting older. Julia comments it's kind of nice because he gets in less trouble around the house. A week later, she goes back to the university. One day, our pets cross the Rainbow Bridge, and they'll wait for you. (1987). Julia's affliction gets worse. She can't remember things in class. Her research is in shambles. She drives her car to the next town over for no particular reason and has to be brought home by the police. She is devastated. She is sent home on permanent medical leave. Some days, you get the Julia who calls you a dope and your unborn children little idiots. Other days, you get a stranger. She pulls you into bed to make love. After 5 minutes, she goes into a panic, believing her dad is at the door. You tell her family. They are crushed and begin to make trips to and from their home in Australia to visit her. For a while, your friends come by with little things to brighten the day. She gets worse. 1988. You spend your days following Julia around the house. You count the seconds between the 2 weekly visits from Daniel, the nurse. He suggests that Julia could live somewhere else, somewhere with 24-hour care, a home. It sits with you for a couple months. You decide to move her into a full-time care facility. You are determined to take care of her by yourself. People with dementia lose memories, but being in familiar settings can be good for them. If you're able to care for somebody, that is your choice, and it's a very tough decision to make. You can provide them with a greater quality of life. However, the risk of them having permanent injury or dying from something that they could have closer care in might be better. In this case, I and the people I love prefer quality of life over quantity of life. You are determined to take care of her by yourself. It is impossibly hard. The worst is when you get mad at her, like when she tries to cook her own food. You can't do anything without her, and she can't do anything without you. When she goes to sleep, you stay up for a few hours, drinking on the deck, watching baseball in the summer, college basketball in the winter, drinking then, too. You start going out after you put her to bed. The first time you do it, you worry about her getting up and walking around while you're gone. You put a chair in front of the bedroom door. You trust that she sleeps like a rock. False imprisonment is wrong. If you're taking care of a person with dementia, locking them away can be incredibly dangerous, especially if there's an emergency. I don't endorse locking someone with a chair in front of the bedroom door while you're out of the house. If there's a fire, they could burn to death. Never do that. That being said, the real issue here is starting to go out after putting her to bed. If you're caring for someone with a long-term, late-stage mental illness like dementia, you should not be leaving them alone. You should have help, if that is an option. They might vanish in the night. It's important to take precautions, but locking someone inside their home is potentially deadly and not okay to do. You go to the same bar at the boring end of Pearl Street. It's nice there. Over time, you tell Sheila, the bartender, everything. It's a huge weight off. You're home and in bed by 1 a.m. a couple nights a week. You look forward to those nights. Your bartender is not your therapist. They can be your friend, but creating friendships through alcohol can be a dangerous path. If you have a lot of stress, a lot of situations you need help with, seeking a real counselor or a real therapist is much better than finding one through a bar. 1989. One night, you were stopped at a DUI checkpoint. You blow a .10 and are taken to jail for the night. You consider trying to hide it, but you tell your sister-in-law, Susan. Julia's parents take the next plane from Australia. They can't believe the state your house is in. They tell you Julia is coming to live with them. You don't argue. You say you'll visit soon. A few weeks go by. Summer is coming, and you see an ad in the paper for a job. You take it. Enter the lookout tower. I still look the same. Alright. You'd think with all that alcohol, something worse would have happened. The moon doesn't appear to move in the night sky. So, if you're doing a Firewatch job, always keep a weather eye on the horizon. Look for smoke, monitor rain. Although these windows shouldn't be boarded up. They should be accessible so you can see what you're doing. That's dangerous to have these windows boarded up. Turn on the power. Fire extinguisher. Supplies for 2 forks. Pine cone. That's a pine cone, alright. Turn the power on.
Hello, Two Forks Tower.
Hello? Whoever this is?
It's Henry, right?
Yeah.
I'm Delilah.
Yeah, that's what the guy said on the phone.
So, what's wrong with you?
Excuse me?
People take this job to get away from something. So, what's wrong?
What's wrong with you?
That's a great idea. Go ahead.
Look, I just hiked for 2 days, so I don't really follow whatever it is you're doing right now.
You take a stab at what's wrong with me.
Fine, then can I sleep forever?
Sure, buddy. Okay, now go ahead.
Okay, you're Probably just rebelling against a mom who wishes you had given her grandkids, by the sound of your voice, at least 15 years ago. You come out here and it really grinds her gears and you love it. Can I sleep now?
Well, she also says I fuck immature men, but in my defense, who wouldn't want a 28-year-old with ambition and energy and some fire in his belly in bed?
Me. I'm going now.
Just a second, now it's my turn.
Okay. Good night. Bye.
Let's see. I don't know anything about you, but 9 times out of 10, folks out here simply got dumped.
Oh, is that it?
Close?
Good night.
Good night. Welcome to the job.
Firewatch. Okay. Well, that is the game. Day 1.
Morning, Henry. Well, I guess good afternoon. You probably slept like a rock. Anyway, there's still a few hours of daylight to get some work in. I can see you at your desk, so call me when you're ready.
Hey. Sorry. Guess I slept in.
You got a relaxing, 14 hours of sleep? Whew.
Yeah. Jesus. I guess it's what, 6?
6:45.
Whoops.
Don't worry about it. That hike puts everyone out of commission for a day or two. But now that you're up, let me quickly get you acquainted with the job. There's a thing in the middle of your room with a round map on it. Do you see it?
Okay. Yeah, I see it.
This is the Osborne Firefinder, invented in 1914 by W.B.
Osborne?
You use this to spot, you guessed it, What the fuck?
What is it?
Nothing. You use this to... Oh, fuck me!
Good God. Language, lady.
Out your west-facing window. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Are those fucking fireworks? I need you to confirm. Do you see them?
Whoa. That's not legal, right?
No. You need to get down there right now and stop them. Fire danger is through the fucking roof.
Is that really my job?
Your job is whatever I say it is. Look, the closest ranger is like 2 days away. Go down there and set him straight.
Do I write him a ticket?
Easy there, Dirty Harry.
Well?
Get going. You'll probably need a rope to get down the shale between you and the lake, if I remember right. There should be one in the supply box on the way. The code is 1234. It's actually that for all of them.
Convenient.
That's one word for it.
Okay. So, to the west. So we're here. Cache 306. Okay. They're probably out at Jonesy Lake. Okay. Code is 1234. Seven 786. Ron. Hey, man. Guy couldn't take it, so I locked up his lookout and put some stuff in the box. Found one of those bars you liked. Hiking into the park, but less than get fucked when I'm back. Pine cone, granola bar. Old rope. Okay. Okay. Okay, someone is setting off fireworks during a hot season. If you see this, you see the grass, you'll notice it's very dry. That is a fire hazard.
No!
Oof. Do try to be more careful.
Hey,
What the hell's wrong with you?
my rope snapped coming down the shale slide.
You didn't break anything, did you?
No, I think I'll make it.
Well, be careful for Christ's sake.
Hey, there's a tie-off point off here just a little away from the shale slide.
Well, you ready to get back on that horse, huh?
Well, I can't go any further is what I'm saying.
That heads south down to the creek, but you should be able to get to the lake just by continuing west. Without any, mountaineering.
All right.
It's a long summer. You can explore later.
Wow, there's a big rock outcropping down here near the lake. It's really something.
Yeah, makes for good camping. There used to be a group of guys who would boulder out there a couple times a year.
What happened to him?
Dunno. Just stopped coming out.
There's a critter out here. A raccoon.
I can't understand you.
Because I'm whispering.
Because you're whispering.
Okay. Looks like an abandoned pack, and someone didn't put out their fire.
Oh, look, they decided to have a campfire, too.
The idiots down at the lake?
Yeah, them. I just found where they're hanging out. They left their packs tied up here.
Don't fuck with them. The last thing we need is some hikers filing a report about harassment.
Finding a bunch of empty beer cans. They threw them all over hell.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, sure am.
People are just the worst, aren't they?
They left half a bottle of whiskey. Decent stuff.
Drunk pyromaniacs. Fucking great.
Oh, shit. Ferret are Irish.
Yoink. I'll be taking that.
Found the fireworks. They didn't even try to hide them.
Well, confiscate them.
What do you know? People with shitty manners drink shitty beer.
What, you don't like a cold Musqualite on a hot day?
No, I do. But then again, I didn't say my manners were any good. Better than these fucking litter bugs, though, that's for sure.
That is bad manners.
Well, I put out their fire.
Man, I would have named that forest fire something good, too.
Hey, I can always restart it.
No. I think your first instinct was the right one.
I found a bra.
A nudie pyromaniac. Remain professional.
Am I just gonna keep it?
There are, panties.
There are what?
I don't want to say that word again.
Why, 'cause you're 12?
There's a... Ooh.
Yes?
There are 2 naked ladies out here.
Can you handle that?
Come on, I like naked ladies, same as anyone, but there's, you know...
2?
Yeah.
I know this will be tough for you, but try to pick your tongue up off the ground and do your job.
Okay. I found them in the lake.
Skinny dipping.
Yeah.
Is that a guy over there?
Oh boy. Enjoy dealing with that.
You gotta take it easy with the fireworks, all right?
You ought to take it easy at the Sizzler buffet. Chelsea? What? He's just some loser out in the woods. I mean, he's grody. I hate this. Let's get out of here.
You don't know a damn thing about me.
We know you're a peeping Tom. How long are you even standing over there? Oh my God, is that what you are? Carve me out. Ew. Can we just get out of here? Ew, totally. You're gross. You're just some sad man out in the woods.
Rude.
Hey, that go okay?
It went fine.
Oh, wow. The music's, a little loud.
Oh, sorry. I took their stereo.
Okay, well, I guess we're all even then?
Yeah, I think so.
But seriously, though, thanks for dealing with it.
So there's no noise ordinances or rules out here?
No. But that music I hear makes a good case for them.
Yeah, no kidding. Any chance of those kids getting a disease in this lake, like diphtheria or consumption or...
Consumption? Not if they're not 19th century chimney sweeps.
That's not how you get consumption.
No, whatever.
Consumption is
If they drank
tuberculosis.
a bunch, Giardia maybe, but probably not this time of year.
No, that's too bad. Hey, there's a trail to Two Forks Tower down here near the lake,
Yeah, that's your tower.
so I should go this way.
Well, you're not climbing back up that slide.
All right. Yoink. Moving at the speed of old man.
So, I have a bit of a confession to make.
What is it?
Look, I was drunk last night when I welcomed you to the job.
Yeah, well, you're not the first boss to be guilty of that.
I know I can get a little pushy, putting you on the spot about why you're out here and stuff.
And you thought it was a good idea to get into your love life, I guess you'd call it?
Yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry.
It's fine.
I'll keep that sort of a thing to a minimum. Anyway, let me know when you get back to your lookout.
Alright, well, we get some bumpin' tunes.
Hey, I heard some thunder.
Yeah, I've got eyes on a storm out to the north.
Well, that's bad, right? Because of the lightning?
It just means we'll be busy. Hurry home, and try not to get hit by lightning.
I got hit by lightning when I was 9 years old, so I'm safe. It's not gonna strike twice, all that.
Well, there was an old lookout named Roy Sullivan who got hit by lightning 7 times.
I don't like the sound of that.
Yeah, well, if it makes you feel any better, it wasn't what killed him.
What killed him?
Suicide. Would you believe?
What's in this cave down here?
In Thunder Canyon?
Thunder Canyon?
Hey, I didn't name it. But in the cave, I don't know, rocks? NFS tells people not to go too far in there. It's pretty dangerous.
So
I say, fuck it. You're a grown man, you can go where you want.
great. Used to go caving with someone back in Colorado. She loved it. Might be great to explore it sometime this summer.
Well, that could be fun. Obviously, be very careful.
It doesn't seem that dangerous. Whoa, whoa! Ah, no!
Henry!
Seriously, it's completely fine in here.
God damn it.
Oh. Ooh, flashlight. I want that. Ah!
There's a horn or an antler or whatever.
Well, antlers are made of bone, and horns are made of the same stuff as your fingernails.
I guess this is a bone.
Antler. A ranger must have found it this spring.
Okay. Where are we? I need to wind this road back up. No littering. I guess I gotta go this way. How do I get up here? Whatever. Let's just continue. I'm sure we'll find our way back. Oh, firefly. This is all the way around. How do I get back? This is the wrong way. Maybe the cave? Because this is the opposite direction of where I want to be going. Like, if I could just go that way, it'd be easy.
It looks like the path leads through the cave.
Back in the cave, huh? Man, I don't need to lose another lookout in there.
Another lookout?
They go in. They never come out.
So this is another one of your jokes.
Yeah, it is. Yep.
No! This cave is gated off.
It's to stop spelunkers from dying without getting the keys from the Forest Service office first.
Makes sense.
Although Debbie says she lost them like 3 years ago, so maybe its mysteries are locked away for good.
Ah, damn.
Yeah, but maybe you can find another one to get your caving kicks in.
Oh, this one's so close to home and convenient, though.
Aw, sorry, Hank.
Alright. Made it to the cave. Convenient.
There's some guy out here.
Some guy? Wait, he's looking at you? Is he doing anything else?
I don't think so.
Henry, there's something someone should have told you about this area.
What is it?
It's outside.
Come on.
The whole thing. And people come and go as they please. It's madness.
Yeah, I get it.
Look, bumping into someone in the middle of nowhere is part of the fun.
Alright, so both lead the same way. I'll take this route, I guess. Can't go through there. Okay. Okay.
Well, that trail isn't closed anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I took care of the blocked path. It was backbreaking, but, you know, anything for the service.
Well, thank you.
Anytime. So it's just the outhouse then, in terms of going to the bathroom?
You're a man, Henry. You can go wherever you want. Well, number one at least. And, full disclosure, I pee wherever I want as well.
Good for you.
Ah. I don't think there's any fictional character I hate more than Forrest Burns.
Henry, as an employee of the Forest Service, that is treason.
Yeah, well, he really freaked me out as a kid.
He inspired me to spend the bulk of my 30s keeping the wilderness safe.
A shrink would have a field day with you.
Thanks, Mom.
What kind of name is Forrest Burns anyway?
Well, that would be a pun, Hank. A glorious pun.
I went to junior high with a guy named Royal Butts.
Royals?
Royal Butts.
I didn't think anyone had been named Royal since the 1850s.
Well, Royal's mom, Flo, was a bit of a trendsetter.
Flo Butts? Oh man, that's
Flo
even worse.
Butts.
Yeah, well, it's still better than Forrest Burns. So this generator is all the power I've got out here.
Yep, it doesn't go through much gas, and, well, you don't have much in the way of electronics, so...
What about my hairdryer?
Oh, I'm sorry. You might just have to make peace with frizzy locks.
I could never. I like the outhouse in a rustic, I'm roughing it sort of way.
Yeah, it's a little privacy among the seemingly endless expanse of, well, privacy.
I like it all the same.
Is that a cellar? Or just wood panels?
What can I do for you?
Well, my typewriter is on the ground, outside of my tower.
You right?
Yeah, look, the wind? No. How the hell?
You should get inside.
Fuck me.
Oh, someone's up here. Probably gonna murder me.
Someone broke in.
Hey, what?
They wrecked the place. Threw my typewriter out the window. Motherfucker.
Holy shit. I'll let the Forest Service know what happened.
I'm gonna have to fix the window.
Tomorrow, Henry, you won't be cold. Okay, I put in a call.
Well, what can they do about it? Will they catch whoever did it?
This is the Forest Service, Henry. They're not exactly Hawaii Five-0. Do you have any idea who would have done this?
Maybe that guy I saw in the canyon, but I don't know why the fuck he'd want to mess with my stuff.
Well, I'll have the Rangers keep an eye out for a man hiking on his own and question him if they find him. I can't believe someone would do this. I worry about bears and fires, and that's about it. And now I've got to worry about some deranged hiker going after lookouts? Great. Okay, in the morning I'm gonna call my friend Patty, who works the desk down in Cody. They keep a list of everyone who's officially been in and out of the trailhead since, I don't know, forever, and see if we can get a list of names. We won't get much, but at least if anything else happens, we can refer to it and see if anything comes up.
Thanks.
I need you to feel safe out here.
Just point me to the Forest Service weapons cache and I'll feel safer than the Pope in his little car.
Yeah, someone made the choice years ago that leaving people with infinite amounts of alone time and a gun was kind of a bad idea.
Grenades?
Go figure.
I'll see what I can do.
Day 2. Well, someone ransacked my place. Kind of rude. Someone on their little RPG adventure. Decided to do me dirty.
wake up.
I'm awake. What's your problem?
Our problem.
Sorry, our problem.
That storm knocked out the phone line I used to talk to the service, which means we're cut off. I tried radioing out, and that's not working either.
Can I go fix it?
Well, you probably can't, but what you can do is hike out to where the wire runs through your area and report back if it's down. Then I can track down a ranger to get someone on it.
Okay, I can do that. Where is it?
Remember that cave you hiked through yesterday?
Yeah, of course.
So you're gonna want to go back there, go through it, and keep going straight to the north when you come out.
Will do.
Thanks, Hank.
Okay, so probably near Beartooth Point. Actually, looking at the map, it looks like the telephone line runs here. So I'll have to see where the damage is. Death strikes at 2. Experience Richard Sturgeon's explosive follow-up to One Chance to Die. 12 bodies, 0 leads. 1 man for the job. Neil Black is asked to investigate the bizarre death of a local teen. He reluctantly accepts at the, I'm going to say, behest of a friend. A friend, that is, up until he discovers shocking evidence that the victim was just witness, maybe, in a string of unsolved murders that stretches back over the decade. Time is running out. It's only a matter of days before the killer strikes again, and Neil Black is determined to make every second count. The Patriots. Donald Anderson. It begins and ends deep in Red Russia, where they sent him to spy, where they urged him to kill, and where they learned he wasn't the patriot they had hoped. Sent to plant the poison pill of espionage inside the dinner of the communist bear, Ray Friedman would return to his government's doorstep disgraced and disowned by his keepers. Forced back into civilian life as a simple comptroller, but with the intelligence and super skills bestowed upon him by the United States government, Ray struggles to fade into obscurity. That is, until a janitor named Claudel Williams reveals that he too was there that night in Stalingrad, the night everything went wrong, and the truth was made clear. Can 2 men ever return to civilian life in possession of information that will destroy both themselves and a presidency? Will the government even let them? Birds of Wyoming. George Sinclair. Featuring every species statewide with more than 300 illustrations, photographs, and map. George Sinclair, the godfather of amateur ornithology, brings you this stunningly curated guide to the birds of Wyoming. For over 40 years, Sinclair has traversed the continent state by state, crafting the definitive guides that birdwatchers trust, and this edition is no different. The Wind River tree line, is that a Cooper's hawk or a blank-skinned hawk? Look, scuttling across a high prairie backtrack, is that a sage grouse or a ruffled grouse? Thanks to Sinclair's immaculate descriptions about their accompanying details and illustrations, these are questions you won't have long. Birders' responses to other George Sinclair guides: birds of Northern California, birds of New Jersey, and birds of Oregon. Cool. Wow. That is a very fun little time. Thank you for joining me today. That's going to call it for episode 1, and I will see you again on another day and another episode. I've been your host, Dredge. Thank you for joining me down here in the deep. As always, please drop a like on the video if you have the time. Just a little pressy of that button lets me know that you enjoy the stuff I make. If you have a comment, that's also very well appreciated. Please, no spoilers. This is my first time playing the game. If I die in a very funny way, feel free to leave a comment on future episodes. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Remember to subscribe, and I'll see you again next time. Thank you, and be well.